Hello, students. I'm making this video mainly for my geography students. Also, maybe some world history students will be interested in it as well. But it's another trip. I made the last trip, Palma, Mallorca, island off the coast of Spain in the Mediterranean. And so that was fall break for Thanksgiving. I went to Milan. So Milan is a city in Italy, um, and it's in northern Italy, right by the Alps. And in fact, I'll show you another map here in a little bit. But as you look at this, this was actually a picture I took from the plane. The screen on the back of your seat, it will show the route of the plane, and it's pretty cool. It also shows you how high you're flying. We were flying at 33,000, almost 34,000 feet, or 10,000 meters. That's about 4 or 5 thousand feet higher than Mount Everest, which is crazy. You can see there's a headwind 70 miles per hour. It doesn't have the temperature. The temperature usually is something like 50 below zero at that altitude, which is crazy. Um, and we are traveling at 450, well, no, okay, 518 miles per hour, 450 knots, 518 miles per hour. Crazy, right? To think that you're traveling that fast. But that's how you get there so quick. Um, Even at that speed, it takes 8 hours and 56 minutes to get there, 4,369 miles. This was from, actually, I think it was from Milan back to Chicago, which was where my layover was. Oh, look at that. I'm flying into Milan and we fly over the Alps. And guess what? That's where I'm going to be skiing in just 2 days. As I flew over there, I looked down, I'm like, oh man, that is so cool. Unfortunately, when I would get there, it wouldn't be the sunshine like there was. So this is where I was going to end up going skiing. It's called Val d'Aosta. They have their own special cheese there that they make only in that valley high up in the Alps near the Matterhorn. It's also where they're hosting the Winter Olympics here in February. So they had this big display at the airport about the Winter Olympics and everything. So that's cool that I got to ski in some of the same places where we're going to be watching the Winter Olympics. I also went to Milan for the Milano 21-kilometer race, which is a half marathon. And this was at the packet pickup where I got my race bib, and it shows the map where we go all around the city. You see someone's pointing there, and it's a great way to see a city. Early Sunday morning, I can't think of a better way to see the city. This is the Duomo. You saw previously in my video in Palma, but also in Florence, in Palma, Spain, but in Florence, Italy from last year. I went to that marathon um, for for Thanksgiving break, and that cathedral was incredible. That one's really famous because it has a Bruxelles dome. This one too, of course, is famous. The Milan Duomo or Cathedral, and it's just really even hard to put into words how beautiful that is. I, on another trip to Milan, had been in there, but I got there so late at night I did not get to go in this time, so I don't have any pictures of the inside. There's my race bib. I'm walking to the race start in the morning, and the sun is coming up. It's cold, but it was so beautiful to see the sun come up and shine at the Duomo, and there's like nobody there because it's early in the morning. That was really cool. There I am at the start line, and there I am at the finish line. And there's my finishing medal. Lots of fun. Had a good run. I felt like I had a good run, so that was good. So then I'm heading here to Val d'Aosta. Now this picture I took last summer of the Matterhorn, because when I got there this time, there it was cloudy and snowy. So I never did get to see the Matterhorn this time. I didn't actually get to see the mountain. I could kind of make out some of it, but not all of it. You'll see that in the pictures in a little bit. So I took this picture last summer and I wanted to show you what the Matterhorn looks like. So it's really cool. There's another picture. There was a race I went and did there. It's called the Cervino. Cervino is the name that the Italians have for the Matterhorn, this iconic peak in the Alps, which I think is the second highest peak in the Alps. And there it is. There is Cervino, which is also the town, Brule Cervino, basically just a ski town, high up in the mountains. And there I arrived with my rental car. I'll tell you this, I parked the rental car. I'm there to ski for 2 days. When I go to leave, there was a foot of snow on that rental car, and the snowplow had come by and they buried it. It took me 20 minutes to try to get that snow out of there so I could get the car out. That was kind of crazy. There's my ski pass, never ending season, because there's a glacier there and you can ski all year round. But, it's not as much fun in the summer because it's not good skiing. But even this early in the year, they had a lot of snow. As you see there, that's a picture I took from the ski lift, which your ski lifts are awesome. And it's cheaper than Colorado, much cheaper. Colorado's ripoff. They charge so much there, charge hundreds of dollars in Colorado. My ski lift ticket was $59, I think. Um, there's just a picture. Now, here's the thing that I was so disappointed about. If you look at this sign, you'll see you can take the lift and you take this lift to Zermatt, which is in Switzerland. So you can actually take a lift up and go to, and that's one of the reasons I went there. I was so excited because you get up to the top and then you can actually ski down to Zermatt, Switzerland, which is a really uh, posh, affluent, I mean, really, really fancy place. Zermatt is. But as you see here, it says it has a red X there, and that's because it was closed because of the weather. And I was disappointed in that. But even if that one was closed, I mean, on the Italian side, the skiing was great. I mean, you just went down forever. I mean, I've never been on ski runs that was that long. So that was really cool. Here's some more pictures. See, the mountains kind of revealed themselves, but you never could see up where the Matterhorn was. So that was a little disappointing. There I am, of course, always wear a helmet for sure, whether you're biking or whether you're skiing, always wear a helmet because if you hit the ground hard, even going 5 miles per hour, you could do some serious, serious damage. Just tip there. There the sun kind of tried to come out once, and you could kind of see the Matterhorn, so that was kind of cool. Okay, so then after my skiing, I returned to this village by the airport, Malpensa Airport, outside. It's outside of Milan. That is beautiful church, which is so cool. I went for a run, and I just love going for a run and seeing these churches in these little villages. They're so quaint and beautiful, and the bells are ringing and everything. Really like that. Look at this sunset. It's so awesome. It was so beautiful. This was Tuesday night. I left Saturday, got there no, I left Friday, got there Saturday, ran the marathon Sunday morning, drove to skied Monday, skied Tuesday, drove back Tuesday evening, and stayed the night Tuesday night. And then Wednesday morning, I left to come home so I could be home by Thanksgiving. But I did not come home before I had, of course, an Italian pizza, which, yeah, it's as good as it looks. That I ate the whole thing myself. I was so hungry. It was so delicious. And this little cafe, they don't open. The restaurants don't open till 7 p.m. there. Don't even try. Don't try to get food before 7 p.m. They're not open. They open at 7 p.m. And if you get there right at 7, they look at you funny, like, what's wrong with you? Most Europeans, especially, Italians and Spanish, they tend to eat 8, 9 p.m. at night. Very different than us. But I was there at like 7:05 because I was starving. I wanted that pizza. There's a picture of the Alps from near that village, the Milano airport. There I am, heading back home on the plane. There's Mount Blanc, the highest peak in Europe in the Alps. And yeah, uh, there we are traveling again, 34,000 miles per hour, 70-mile per hour headwind. And that's it. So that was my trip. A lot of geography there, a lot of interesting stuff. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it entertaining. And I hope it inspires you to one day travel more yourself and go and see the world. I was not able to do this until my kids were grown because I, of course, had to spend all my time and money with them. But now that I'm older, I finally get to do some of the things I've longed to do for so long. All right, you guys, have a great Christmas break.